Hi everyone, welcome back here on this channel. So for today's video, we are going to talk about human resource manager. So we are going to tackle different areas, different fields, and different insights for us to be able to learn what we should consider as a good HR manager or an HR management in general. So if you're interested, just keep on watching. So this is for my task 2 in my strategic human resource management. I chose the case-based experience, which focuses on that content. So record the video telling on how to become a good and efficient human resource manager. If you're interested in learning with me, so come on, let's go. So first, let us define what is a human resource manager. If you're curious of the definition, so what is human resource management? So human resource management, or HRM, is a department of a business organization that looks after the hiring, management, and firing of staff. HRM focuses on the function of people within the business, ensuring best work practices are in place at all times. What is the role of HRM? Human resource managers plan, coordinate, and direct the administrative functions of the organization. They oversee the recruiting, interviewing, and hiring of new staff, consult with top executives on strategic planning, and serve as a link between an organization's management and its employees. That's the role of human resource managers. Human resources are in charge of arranging interviews, coordinating hiring efforts, and onboarding new employees. They are also in charge of making sure all paperwork involved with hiring someone is filled out and making sure that everything from the first day to each subsequent day is navigated successfully. So now the question is how to become a good and efficient human resource manager. First, let us tackle the efficient and the good. So a good and efficient human resource manager. For efficient, it is defined as achieving maximum productivity with minimum wasted effort or expense. Being good at something means they are well suited for that or those tasks. So matching who are and your natural skill sets to tasks you enjoy will produce both enjoyment and satisfaction and tend to produce better outcomes as well. This natural alignment can be a lifelong gift that keeps on living. So you are always operating in your zone. So efficient and good makes a good human resource manager. Also, we discussed last time in our synchronous session about efficient versus effective. To add to your knowledge, so when you say efficient, it is when you are doing the work with ease and fast with accuracy. Whereas effective means doing the right thing and the important thing. It's not the same as efficient because you're doing things with ease but in a fast manner. That's the difference between effective and efficient. So you don't make time. What is important is you make time for it. That's the principle of attention management, which is also important as a human resource manager. So also, before diving into the qualities of what makes a good HR manager, I will be attaching photos also or some pictures so that for visual learners, you will have more understanding or also in-depth insights as to what constitutes to HR or human resource manager, so that you will also have a background about the nature of work of human resource manager. So now let us tackle about the qualities of a good HR manager. For me, it is very crucial and important to have a good quality human resource manager, because you are hiring people. You are choosing people who are best fit to execute the plan, the objective, and the success of one's organization or company. So it is really vital to focus our attention to the quality of a good human resource manager. So first is a sympathetic attitude. A human resource manager should be able to build a rapport to other people, a connection to people, or we call a people skill. It's really important because as a human resource manager, you're going to meet a lot of demands, and that includes being able to sympathize to others. So it's important to be able to have a sympathy in order for you to choose and to see the vulnerability of people, where they are coming from. That way you can gauge if this person is best fit to the company or qualification that you're looking for. Next is quick decisions. As a human resource manager, where you are doing a lot of things, you're going to have, or you have to be a quick decision maker. But a quick decision maker doesn't constitute to a subjective decision. It should be objective. It should be quality decision. You have to know and to weigh the pros and the cons, and also to have a calculated risk in terms of your decisions. As a good human resource manager, you have to be able to filter out what needs to be considered and what not. Next is integrity. So integrity is very important in hiring others, and you have to stand by doing the right thing when no one is watching. I believe that a good HR manager should be able to possess an integrity in terms of work, hiring people, and compensation, if that includes your scope of work. Being able to have an integrity means you are true to your work, and you are not violating any policies that may concern or may damage the company in the long run. As a human resource manager, you have to be able to set as an example to your co-workers and to other employees in general. Next is patience. This is very important. As a human resource manager, you have to have a patience. Patience is a virtue, as the saying goes. As human resource manager, you will have a lot of roles internally and externally to the company. So you should have the passion in working. In order for you to be patient or to be able to withstand any storms that may come, as a human resource manager, you have to anticipate that things may go wrong, but you have to keep the drive, the professionalism, and the work still goes. As you're having a plan already, you already consider the plan B, the plan C, D, and such. So as a human resource manager, patience is important. Next is formal authority. A human resource manager should be formal and professional at all times. As you have the power to hire someone, you should be able to do that formally, not in an informal way, because you are dealing with a lot of monies here. You're dealing with a lot of trust. So the company trusted you to be able to perform the work, so you should be able to compensate it with formal, professional, and quality work that they deserve to. Next is leadership. This is very important. As a human resource manager, you are going to hurt others. That's for sure. And maybe hurting others means doing the right thing. Because sometimes the most important thing is we are able to make the people realize that this has to be felt in order for them to wake up and enlighten themselves. Leadership is important because you're going to meet a lot of opposition, But then, if that's the right thing for the company, if that's the right thing to do, then you have to do it. Leadership is a skill, and leadership is hard, but it is a must as a human resource manager. You should know how to use your power. Great power comes with great responsibility, so use it wisely. You have to direct and lead people efficiently and effectively. You have to use your ability to make sure that everything is good and planned. As leader, you have to know how to distribute the plans. You have to know how to execute the plan, and you have to know how to be a role model, an example to others. Leadership is a no joke, and it should be one of the skills of a human resource manager. If not good, then best human resource manager. Next is social responsibility. As a human resource manager, you have to be socially aware. So you should be aware of respecting everyone, and you should see everyone with equal sex. You should care everyone and respect everyone. And treat one another with respect and care. So as human resource manager, you're going to meet a lot of scenarios. And when it comes to gender, if you can respect a specific gender, just respect them at least as a person. You have to set bottom line or midline that everything should go as equal as possible. Be neutral to your decision. Do not go to biases just because you're close with someone or because you have a relationship to him or her, because that will breach the integrity that you have as a human resource manager. Lastly, a good communication skills. For me, it's very important to human resource manager to have a good communication skills, because you're going to hire, recruit, select, and evaluate people. So you cannot recruit, or you cannot hire someone that easily. So without talking to them, without digging deeper to their qualifications, like what makes you stand out. So you have to be able to have a good communication skill as much as possible. You will talk with a lot of people, either that be upward, downward, diagonal. You're going to talk to a lot of organizations and to a lot of positions as well. So the HR manager's role is to interview and hire candidates based on their skills and talents. Also, as a human resource manager, people skill and good communication skill should be given. So that's one thing to look out for. And if you're planning to be a good HR manager, you have to be able to have the sympathy, the heart, the skill, the drive, and the ability to connect and be passionate about the work that you do and the role that you are in. It's not a joke, but it is a must. And everyone should be respected, and you should be respected as well, as much as you want others to be respected. Respecting yourself, respecting others, caring for their justice or caring for their rights, and also not bypassing anyone. It's really important. As a human resource manager, I want to see quality. And I believe these qualities that I've mentioned should be at least one of the best way to see that that's a good HR manager. So to speak, a good human resource managers are driven, organized individuals who want to help organizations achieve their goals and employees reach their potentials. At the end of the day, it should be a balance between the two. You have to contribute to the success of the organization, but as well aiming for the potential of your employees, that they can do more than that. And that's also your responsibility as a good human resource manager. And for me as a working student, I was able to experience human resource managers, the nature of their work, and also how they function. So working in a corporate world is not easy. It's exhausting. There's a lot of work, and we just see the tip of the iceberg of what's more to that role. So by that, I also have some of my suggestions too that a human resource manager should possess. So in addition, a good human resource manager should be competent and transparent. As someone who will handle a lot of tasks, you should be able to be knowledgeable with the nature and the organization, the details of your work. So you should also be transparent in terms of dealing with other people, terms, conditions. Next is clear with the compensation breakdown. This is very important as the employees are going to work because of compensation. Everyone is money driven. So it's very important as a good human resource manager to be as transparent and as listening as possible to the feedback of its employees, as they are the heart and the fuel of the organization. Next is take the feedback from employees as much as possible. It is very important as a good human resource management or a manager to be able to hear feedback of the employees, either that will be good or bad. So take them constructively as much as possible to improve in the next time. Next is creative and innovative. As a good human resource manager, you have to know how to increase the morale of the employee. Being creative and innovative will propel the employees to keep going, to keep growing, and to keep going in the organization as it is sailing towards the success that they are aiming to. Next is futuristic and adaptive. We use adaptive to describe people who are flexible. They don't lose their cool when plans change quickly, and they are always willing to learn new ways to do things. This is very important. You have to be flexible as a human resource manager because especially this pandemic, everything changed tremendously. Next is someone who values mental health. For me, it's very important as a human resource manager to value the mental health of yourself and also your employees. Next is you have to know how to improve and give out information in a concise and clear manner. I've seen a lot of human resource management who are giving a lot of broad ideas and difficult terms that it's not readable or understandable for a wide variety of employees. You have to be as brief, concise, and direct to the point as possible. Also, I researched some of the internet's say of what makes a good human resource manager. So, according to Southern 2014, the top 4 traits of successful human resource professionals, no matter what profession you work in, it is important to be an expert in your trade. In order to achieve the success, you must possess a wide variety of social skills, including workplace professionalism, honesty, integrity, good manners, and good attitude. So added to that, I will be also attaching here some of the important traits or qualities of a good human resource management. So first, he or she is strong, has a strong communication skills, strong ethics. Third is strong conflict management skills. And lastly, strong organizational skills. Human Resource Department is also in charge of keeping employees safe, healthy, and satisfied. With proper HR management, workplace policies keep up with necessary protective measures and implementation, and provide solutions to issues between team members, avoiding risk for the company and its employees. in conclusion, HR is a key aspect of any organization, from improving employee well-being to risk management. Without proper management, this complex field of work would lack structure and struggle to evolve over time. Having a strong HR department backed by solid leadership is one of the best ways for a company to ensure employee satisfaction, productivity, and future growth. A satisfied staff is the foundation of a thriving company, and HR management is the cement that holds it together. It is why every company needs an experienced, empathetic manager to lead their human resource department. Thank you so much for watching, and if you love this video, give some comments and thumbs up, and thank you so much, Ms. Ida, if you reached this far, and see you next time, and bye for now. Keep safe and stay healthy. Wow.